The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now a run. It's the rookie from Oklahoma. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On first down, back to Achane. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Well, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the pick. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
Oh, able to avoid him. Look at the big man rumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. A shotgun snap. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Purdy from his own end zone.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's good. Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Purdy.
It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
The Vikings are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that is incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver,
but it'll be second down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Oh, a design run for their wideout. Bust through the tackle. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert now.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's
a play fake, and now Herbert to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it.
Under pressure, they got him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Up the middle, Achane.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Achane going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down. Positive. Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Purdy. This will go to Henry out wide. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Purdy sets up to throw again. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian Watson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Early on, the running game's been working. Creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just about on his own goal line.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Purdy. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's to the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nico Collins, 38 yards. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 1st downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Tony. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Johnson's got it complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11 at the 41. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Throw caught by Achane.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, where this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Butker now to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The slot man in motion right.
Purdy from the gun.
He's got a man. Complete.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it is 42-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tack.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll go. Achane.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They snap it to Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a first down at about the 20.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Achane.
And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of
scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And